But here's how today's training is going to work. If you notice on the map, if you scroll out, there's 4 little AOs. Each AO is going to, or was going to play exactly the same, but I'm going to make them a little harder and a little harder as time goes forward. We can stop whenever you guys want to stop, but all I ask is at the end of every AO, after you go RTB, people switch roles. So we have a new SL, we have a new JTAC. If we want different pilots, feel free, but since we had to ask for a gunner to come on, I doubt that'll happen specifically. Anyway, if you want an actual, like, full-on, in-depth JTAC training, I highly recommend What's That Sunday trainings. He goes into a lot more depth for me, but I'm going to go over some simple basics. JTAC net is on 55. Use that to talk to helicopters and your air assets and whatever the fuck. There are 2 ways to call in designation. For this operation, we're going to be mainly using the first method, because the second method won't work with the types of helicopters we're using. The first method is colored smoke. You'll notice you have a UGL with your rifle. Basically, fire a red smoke grenade near the target and say air. Shoot that. Give them a grid ref. Give them a going in point, give them a going out point. However you want to do it. Some pilots want more detail, some want less, because pilots have different ways to play. I'm sure the pilots will coordinate with JTAC over 5.5 over that sort of detail.
Question, are the helicopters from the Blue Force side or the Red Force side?
They are from the Blue Force side.
Why? Groovy.
I mean, Iraqi is a Blue Force faction, so if the radios don't work, then I'll just chalk that on the bug report. But we'll test before we leave base, because I'm on 5.0 and 5.5 to sit on. Anyway, second method is the Laser Designator. It is in your kit as a JTAC, however, it won't work with Mi-24s because these are older models, but basically, you laze that on a target, you call in your ingress point for your bird, they hit the vehicle, leave, yada-da. All sounds simple in practice, right? Cool. So these ops, again, are going to be simple patrols. You'll be fighting Middle Eastern militia. They will be fielding things such as BTRs, BMPs, technicals, maybe even a tank or 2. And your AT is, he mispacked and brought a bunch of OG rockets because he's silly. So he's mainly a grenadier / anti-infantry guy. So if you find something bigger, you'll probably have to call air on it. But do note I'm not going to throw OP air assets like BMP2s and shit that are meant to kill you, because this is a training.
BMP1 can kill us with that ATGM.
Any questions? It's okay, the BMP had its ATGM taken off, so it's fine. If not, I'll literally go do that right now.
What to say now is the coax.
Wow, Rapid has something fucked. I'm gonna have to kick him for that.
He's got the old mod set looking at that.
Yeah, he's got the old one.
The second squad only has got me and Fred Cross for a moment, so just stick with you guys.
I'm gonna go let him know that he needs to update his mod set.
Alright, but otherwise you guys are free to start getting shit sorted. Late joiners, I'll have them TP. Air, if your birds have resupply in them, so just land. I'll also let you know if we have any reinserts just in case. But medic is set to 5 minutes because this is a training thing, and if you need bigger resupply, there's boxes over at the marked helipad right there. Reinsert helipad is just to my right. You can wait there, and I'll tell Air to come pick you up. Air, if you notice, there's also not any logistics R&R here. Just fly over the base and tell me to give you R&R, and I'll give you R&R. Because I want you going back to the AO quickly. Rules of engagement, guys, shoot at them if they shoot at you. Or actually, no, if they're armed, shoot them. And don't overly blow up towns, because there may or may not be civilians. Any questions?
We have enough pilots to both have a gunship and reinsert chopper,
we don't.
right?
No.
Well,
So, if your air needs to go off station, basically your air can only do one job at a time. So that's something for your squad leader to consider. See, look, I bundled trainings together. Wow.
Ooh.
Anyway, you're probably going to have to go in an MI-20, or excuse me, an MI-8 because of your size. So, yeah. Good luck, have fun.
Your squad lead?
Alright.
On squad.
60K.
I'm the JTAC.
Good check.
Perfect. Just stay by me. Call it there.
What's
Nice.
up, guys?
We're
Wee Woo
around
here.
safe.
So I'm just giving them their little brief. The purpose of today's training op is to just do some JTAC related stuff. Should simulate R&R in the op instead of a boop with it to full ammo. Yeah, Mox, but I don't want. It's a minor thing. Any pilot can land and click 3 buttons. Then again, if you were to boil it down that much, then
We require
Yeah.
a insert to AO1 at location AO1 start using MI24.
Okay.
Fucking Goombot.
You just Goomba strong.
it is called for the 24
Come
to
get
take
in, we're
'em.
ready.
Weird. Whoops. Alright, so LZ will be right there. Get rid of that. But again, these are just supposed to be nice little simplistic ops to let JTACs feel a bit more comfortable, because I have a list of different op concepts I'm trying to utilize here, so it's just meant to have some fun stuff. As I did give pre-designated LZs and egress routes
We're going to
because
AO1 start.
these are pretty simplistic AOs, so if I were to mark their exact area vector, I want areas that I'll know
Bring us to
that
AO1.
aircraft won't get
AO1
sniped by
start.
VIX.
Coming in from the east.
Well, if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out.
Roger, we're moving anew. Do you want us at a constant flight level, or would you like us to hug some bit of the terrain?
Hug the terrain, please.
No, as I'm just tired. Just fucking tired. People keep asking for things, and then when I give it to them, they don't like it because it's not done their way, and I'm just done. So, by all means. Regardless. Let's see them come in, do their job. That's the wrong radio, let's see. Let's put that on left, and then this one I'll put on right, like I normally do. That way I can differentiate between channels. That's better. It's because UEI, or whatever the hell it's called, it's a little borked on the server, because I couldn't get it downloaded in the way we put up, so I got it from the server specifically, but because I was running, I think I accidentally corrupted the mod, so I'll just have to redo it, but it's like he just booped out again, so we'll see how things go. So they'll deploy, move down this. At that same time, Chopper's gonna go back, grab a 24, be put back on station. That flight time was about 5 minutes, so it's gonna take about 8 to 10 for that to get in the AO, and in that time, I'm hoping infantry come up and at least start going through that area. But if I can get the timing right, this will start being a threat by the time they need to bring her in. So that's something JTAC should take care of. This is something else that either infantry can sneak around on the left and take care of, or they can have JTAC call in. I tried to intentionally bring these Vics outside of the town so that they could be engaged. Trying to make this foolproof.
Off the ground, we've reached AO start. We're proceeding west towards endpoint.
I'm gonna tab out real quick. Hey, Rapid, you there? Rapid?
What?
It's okay if YUE isn't working fine, because I think that was the only error you had, so you can still come in.
No, it's just there's so many goddamn fucking mod sets and imports and everything. I was playing just fine in the operation that we were playing a few hours ago. I don't know what the fuck changed between this one and that one.
It ran on realism, right?
Yes.
So my guess is, did you quit out of Arma?
I'm not too worried about it. As long as... Yeah, as long as this mod set works with all the other servers, then I should be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you on. Alright, about 3-4 minutes away.
I'm still missing that one fucking thing. God damn it.
No, that's what I said was okay. Because that's a server issue, that's not a personal issue.
Okay. So where the fuck did everyone go? Everybody already started?
Yep, I'm going to actually stand by. Ground, this is high, do you copy?
Barely readable.
Yeah, stand by. I'm just gonna TP you up.
Well, I'm a pilot.
Oh, rekit as a rifleman because they already have a pilot.
Yeah, I wanted to ride along with the pilots.
Well, we're doing 4 different AOs, so you'll have your chance.
Okay. I'm just gonna log off of pilot and get into another slot.
Yep, and then, like I said, when we get to AO2, you can do a, I'll have you rotate out with one of the pilots. Capiche?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, you didn't miss much at the start. Yeah, Rapid just having a bad time. My guess is he quit out of Arma, and then went back, like from that op, the previous op at 2 p.m. to this one, and
Please call in when you're on standby.
That should be fine.
all right. You ready for a TP?
Roger. 2x5.
1 second, let me make sure my kit's on.
All right. Well, there's nothing to grab. You spawn in with what you got.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have like radio and everything.
All good. All right, TP, and you're right behind him. So my guess is he quit out of Arma, loaded Arma again, and then either it loaded up a previous mod set, because based on the errors he was getting, it was like the realism mod set we had like 3-4 months ago. So that, or he clicked one of his subset or presets, excuse me, and it was just misstated one. And then the YUE mod, that's more my fault right now, because I'm thinking when I've been having some issues with it since we localized the mod. I downloaded it, put it on the server, I can't get on the other servers with it right now, and people are still getting errors. So I think the helmet, which is that one little message you see, the helmet PBO corrupted. So I'm just gonna re-download that one and then re-push it to the server. Go from there. So Air isn't back on station yet, so I'm gonna pull this puppy around.
I'm right there to my dude. 2 more weeks and I can sleep.
Yeah, I feel that, Stone. 2 weeks with me and most, if not all, the schoolwork projects will be done and I can be free again. I feel that, man. I feel that. Hope you keep enjoying everything, Stone. I hope you're getting a kick out of this. Skelly, this is... Hi, did you ping me?
No, I didn't ping you, and that might have been Rapid Sparks. However, the Mi-24 to my west, the gunner does not have access to the tow, the pilot does.
I know why. It's because I went into that one to check its kit for you so I could read it off, and I think it switched it back, so I'll switch that back in just a second.
That's fine. Also, the gunner has access to the machine guns, not the pilots, which is fine for what we're doing, because I've already got access to a 30mm.
Hey, Fern, looks like I can't fix that one. That's borked, so I'm just going to pull it out and put one of the 4 spares I have on the side.
Righto.
Yeah, so that option just changes it. Which is okay. Yeah, you can use the ace method to do it. That's also true. Because I know the Achilles one is also pretty bugged out. But, like I said, that's also why I have 4 spare Mi-24s there in case something borked itself. Because with Arma, you never know. That's why I have space for everything. Yeah, ace pilots are borked for multi-seat aircraft. But thank you, Mox. I didn't know that. So Fred in the open right here is setting up that fire line. Shooter on the right. Iota walked up and dunked him.
Crawler's hind.
What's your status?
We're about a click away from the hold area,
So
but
they're
we're
about
pretty
2
much
minutes away.
around that sector.
I'm gonna get on this puppy and start shooting machine gun at him.
Calling the town of Elbora. Still active somewhere, so calling.
We're looking at or we're looking at peak here.
See if I can get that right there.
This is a
Little short.
There's a BM South Elbora. Grid rev 151.
Copy that. You can east to south or just coming from the south?
Should be able to see it.
Get out of it, see what Dirty's picked.
It's on the side of the hill. Friendlies inside the town of Ebora.
Okay, south of Evora on the slope. Roger.
Hey Dirty, what role did you pick? Sorry, say it again.
Medic.
Medic, alright, let me get you TP'd in, give me like 30 seconds.
Directly southwest of Green Smoke on the side of the hill.
Fire the
Wait,
smoke!
No, never mind. Later, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm light enough.
Yep, stand by for TP.
I'm with Bravo, so...
Yep, they're all together. sizing the target. Looks like that was a miss.
Negative on those rounds.
Right, we'll come back round again.
Let's see. Let's try another one. Just having it suppress their general direction. Is he firing at it with rapid? Looks like Luxy got hit. Yeah, he was looking at the chopper. That is a good direct hit.
That's my goodness, that's toast. He misfired earlier.
Gotta try and find it first. Maybe some smoke.
Do have eyes on the location. It's on the road, pretty much up your main road towards the west.
Find position and move. You're clear to hit it.
Copy, I'll make another pass.
Oh, a little lag spike. That caused me to dupe that squad. So I'm gonna have these guys leave and move in. But when it's so I made this for like multitasking 4 AOs, but since it's gonna be 1 AO at a time based off player count, I can add a lot more. Try to move him up. So he's staying low. Wise, I got this guy with a little scorpion / TMP. This is high. Let me know if I need to come closer. No, I'm gonna be gargled for him because he's got a weaker radio. This is high. Send traffic, Alpha.
Confirm. Alpha has secured an enemy technical. Do you want it destroyed or left alone?
If you have the means to demo it, demo it. Just don't do it nearby any city buildings. So if it's got fuel, drive it out. Otherwise, leave it alone.
Roger.
Confirm. We'll leave it for now.
Alright, let's see.
Be advised, the BTR had displays 50 meters to the east.
Copy. I got eyes on. I can get a smoke on it if you want to.
Go ahead, yes.
There we go. He's just stuck. So BTR, I pushed up, though he's angled on his light, so he can't get a proper shot off.
Smoke deployed. Beware. Good hit.
Ouch to that. This guy does not want to leave this damn little building. Let me get him outside like
Moving
this so his
out.
Pathfinder will take off.
Copy that. Great job.
Mox, by all means, if you want to go host your own little training thing like I'm doing, do it your way, like Az, go ahead. Otherwise, get off. You too, Moss, you too. Alright, got this guy running around. He's pulling away, probably because his AI pathfinding. He's not set to hold fire, though, yet. So I might just have him try to displace. Gonna go ahead and hide myself. Just in case he loops around and shoots me. Hard to tell. I mean, he was sticking his gun out, but it's also far out. So we're getting flanking shots from this squad. That would be nice to call air on, but this is something that the squad can probably deal with at their level. So Barracuda's gotten up. They're going to need a medic to come up to get that right side. NO's staying back here as the marksman. This left flank is dealing with that group. So Dirty's being the medic for the left side, Strong being the medic for the right side. I think this guy's just stuck in that building. Alright, so I don't think that was... There was only 2 people down, so that's not really a mass cas, but a little bit of a setback. I'll go ahead and send that squad up. Now I'm debating when I want to do my infantry swarm here. He's disengaged, so that's good. I'm gonna wait till I see one of those 2 guys up, and then I'll divide those guys into groups and push them around. So again, medics also being a bit out of position here on their own on the front lines. That can be a little dangerous. But yeah, yeah, so that's one of them up. I'm gonna now call the infantry swarm. Alright, I don't want the entire group going in that one direction, so I'm going to send them a little to the left and a little on right. So it was JTAC that was actually schwacked in that.
Kind acknowledges.
So that could be a little more of an advanced training we do one day where we intentionally snipe a JTAC and then put them in a situation where if someone needs to pick up the radio and call in for air. But I'm going to grab one of these PKM gunners and just start shooting so they can notice this.
Be advised, Hind, we have a possible target for you again.
There it is.
Oh.
Double it. Yeah. I think send in a first wave and then send in a second.
Enemy soldiers in the tree line. You fly over it for east to west. We'll mark with red smoke. Saturate the line around the red smoke.
But yeah, we'll send in a second wave, so that could be a given for air to repeat fire mission. Now we have air kind of doing a sight line here. They could still duck, excuse me. Yep, so there's the red smoke out. Air came in a little too early to see it.
Position, we'll engage on next run.
But that was a perfect shot for that green smoke to get Air's attention. So timing of that was actually beautiful. See, and that still gives the players plenty to shoot at. And then you're going to see Air come back around and positively deck this hill. There's the rockets, followed by the UPK. What a beauty. The rockets were good, a little far, but still got most of them to blast. The UPK run was a little off, but they can't see much from up there, so that was still, in my book, a good
I'm going to fire a second smoke, and then you can saturate that area too.
So they're going to repeat that fire mission with a new smoke marker. Going to throw down a rifle team to have a few additional run-up on this flank to make sure the players don't get too lax on that side. And I'll even throw a sentry down right here to have them come up on their player's left flank. Just again, keep them on that 360 arch.
Some kind of weird bounce. Just adjust fire west from your original firing position.
Yep, so I'm just saying adjust west. Let's see what Air does. So we can actually see Air. So he is adjusting west. It's just not enough, but he's still hitting on where he was going. So yeah, majority of them died up here, which is the important part.
All targets are neutralized, I think.
The rest of the infantry is displaced, and now it's going to be up to the squad to take care of it. I didn't give him thermobaric essays, I gave him HEAT.
I've got 500 rounds for the 30 mil and 18 rockets.
Copy that, that sounds like one more run you can do. Just wait still on standby again.
So I'm gonna have these guys out here try to push up. And let's also start taking care of bodies. Now, because I hit the numpad enter key on Skelly, you're going to hear the helicopter chatter. That's just ambient. It doesn't represent anything, but it sounds cool. You guys are getting flanked on their right. Fred got shot in the leg there. They're looking for him. Really, it's that 1 MG from the PKM. This guy doesn't notice yet. Nofos trying to stop that flank push, but I still got a little bit of Marauders that still left from that strike. Thing is, when they go up to right here, they're exposing themselves on this avenue, so I, have other guys running up. Now you just saw Soap get hit. He's trying to roll, but Nofa's stopping him with the body block. Luxy almost getting shot himself because he went right in his line of fire. Powerful MG, it just took out a little building. Poor little shack just got roasted. Skelly is on a holding pattern right there. I have an idea. What's that
JTAC
one
to Hunt, you're cleared
APC?
to move up to hold area 2.
Roger. Going to loiter between hold area and hold area 2 due to the nature of the terrain.
Alright, I'm gonna get this sorted and I'll go teleport by Infidel. Here it is.
JTAC to Hunt, are you up to doing a danger close fire mission?
Yes.
Copy that, I want you to move to A01.
Hey Infidel, you mind if I just TP you to the front instead of getting you reinserted?
Sure.
Cool.
Copy that. Use them off
Stand by.
the green smoke.
Will do.
Move on. That's okay, we'll do it manually.
Tally on red smoke. First target.
Target confirmed, slightly north of the red smoke, just saturated.
Yeah, Badwolf, did you know what I was thinking?
Behind the rocks.
This is one of the best APCs you can throw out in this scenario because it doesn't have any autocannons or stuff. Now, in a normal op, I wouldn't really care what had an autocannon, what didn't, but because of this is a training, I don't want to give them anything that can outright wipe them. Plus, there's some assets you throw at them that, you know, they deal with at the platoon level. There's some assets that you should only be allowed to deal with at squad level. That's something I learned in 506 trainings, where we were ordered to take entire objectives that honestly only a fucking platoon should have handled something that they made us do as a squad and vice versa.
Confirm good BDA. Requesting another run.
No, it's good. It's good, don't do another run.
Roger.
We do have a BTR close to our position, so we'll mark it responsible.
So he aggroed on the
Buffalo
helicopter,
coming
so
from
now
the
he's
south
tracking
angle.
the heli. So I gotta boop out of Zeus and try to fix him real quick. I'm gonna do a fuel cut.
Righto. If they're not engaging, tell them to duck, please. Not to stick the red out.
I will try.
It looks like he got himself stuck on this building. So I'm gonna get back in this guy's driver's seat just to kind of put him in the middle. There.
Roger. Egressing out southwards.
Copy that. Probably let's go back for R&R now.
Copy. Or would you like to bring the hip up? The MIA.
The MI8 is, remind me again, I'm bad at Russian helicopters.
It was the one that brought you up in. Do you feel like you're going to need transport after this by the time we get back, or do you think you're going to need support still?
Nah, we'll probably need more strikes before we need transfer back.
There, this is high. Just land on the resupply pad, wait 30 Sierra, I'll get you rearmed, pretending that we have R&R Vix, over.
Righto.
Peek again. That's a grenade, isn't it? Ow. I did have a grenade. Yeah, the Hein cannon, the 30mm, it's a nasty piece of equipment. I don't know. There's some realism, even some Cold War based stuff I want to do. However, based off of a lot of people are doing Cold War realism stuff right now, so I don't want to touch it because there's already so much of it. And B, I'm having some personal issues with the YUE mod. I just, I'm kind of reserving working on this stuff with, just for trainings. So that's why the T2s, for example, we're going to be doing a Viet Cong rotation until Sniper Wolf gets his,
We're down.
I've heard he's coming with a
We're
Vietnam
down.
Penny. That was a call out for me, just wait one. Alright, let's roleplay this a little bit. Yeah, well, I don't use YUE stuff because I knew we were going to have issues with it based off of, all the crazy stuff that happened with it. How it gets held for hostage and all that crazy bollocks. Oh. Keck, that took away the pods. Ace, pylons. There we go. Mirror, SOM. We're doing S8, HEAT, that's S5. Air should be good to lift.
Be advised, no rockets. Disregard the run now.
Just have him get out and double click. Yeah, sometimes fix it. But he said he got access back to it. If it's still being buggy, Skelly, just get out, get back in. It should give you back full control. Those tubes are still off.
All green.
Alright, so let's go back to the players here. They're going to be moving up. So I'm going to throw a little bit of a sandwich here. Something that they can deal with at let's see, we're at 16 player, 14. So yeah, it's about 6-man, 7-man squads right now, all things considered.
JTAC to Heinz. When you get back in the AO, please call because I got a good target for you.
Roger, we'll go.
Oh, I can, yeah. So we're gonna be in this for a few minutes. I'm gonna clear the box.
Fine to JTAC, we're more or less back in the AO. Currently coming up on hold area 1.
Start getting ingress from east to west again, we'll mark with smoke.
Roger. Give 20 seconds to be on tasking.
Yeah, righto, Bad Wolf. I might come on for potluck, I might not.
Italian red smoke
Just
from afar, lining up on it.
So red smoke over my head.
Copy that. Just saturate the entire area. A lot of enemies there.
Roger.
Peeking a tank. Oh, I have a zoom in. I didn't even notice. Crawl back.
Right, beginning strike.
No effect on targets. You went over. Yes, please. We'll get you another smoke on that.
Roger. Red smoke was on ball for red smoke. The targets were short. We didn't know. Eyes on T55, centre of town.
Yeah, hit that. That's what I'm trying to get you to hit. Be advised, out of red smoke, we'll switch to blue smoke if need for the target if is needed.
Copy that. We're beginning
Thought I had eyes on,
run
so I
on
don't
the
need to re-smoke.
T55 in 20. Should have hit it by then.
Copy that.
There's the strike.
High.
Confirm
I'll keep doing it. Yeah, wake up, crawl back. Thank you.
No effect. No effect on.
I'm gonna push her around, I guess, since I want to see where the players have moved around on it.
Thank you, High.
Yeah, that one's my bad. I'm playing with the tank, so.
That's all good.
Target destroyed. Thanks. You can RTB and get us a. Can you RTB and get us a transport helicopter?
Can do, will do. See you in 5.
Copy. Bring transport helicopter to end 1, please.
Roger, will do.
Alright, so
Call
now I'm
in
just
when
gonna
you're
throw
almost there. I'll
infantry.
get you a green smoke on the landing spot.
Roger.
Overall, not bad. I've got some notes for the infantry, some notes for JTAC, and I'll go over them, and then I'm going to say, hey, switch roles, and I'm going to make AO2 a little harder. We'll probably do 1 or 2 more. But I also have some shout-outs to give. For example, when I was an infantry dude right here and they threw the stun grenade on me, that was perfect. It just same concept works with the tank, you know, but you don't have a stun grenade for the tank. You gotta call air on that. Now, it's gonna take him a little bit to get to this LZ, but I also want to start throwing in guys that don't have RPGs, because I don't want to threaten the aircraft. Now, don't get me wrong, I think one of these guys still has a UGL, yep, so that can still be a threat, but it won't be as effective against the aircraft compared to a frickin' RPG. So I'm just sending some stuff up, and, you know, they'll hold and engage, take out what's here, and we'll go from there. I should just use fire teams, to be honest. Makes it easier. I don't think they have a UGL. Nope, they do. Okay. So that would double the UGL count. What about a support team? Support team still has HE, so I guess we'll just stick with fire teams. Or rifle squads. Now, if you notice, I'm putting them down, but I'm kind of spacing them out. That way, you know, it takes the AI a bit of a second to actually get up here. But that way we can just focus on watching the players as the AI come in their little clusters. And then if I see them grouping out like this, I'm going to do this to break them apart. And that way you don't get them in that little cluster. So even then, some of them are clustering right here, so you just got to set these waypoints a bit closer, and then they start to separate. So they left Infidel to die up here too. Ouch. He joined in late though, so I can understand why he's not being keeping track of. That's more of a neutral note. So that chopper's down. They're coming in with the 8, but they did the magical liftoff before they actually turned the engine on and used the power of whatever deity of your choosing. So now you're seeing me kind of separate out everything. Arma magic, yeah, right?
60 seconds till A to the AO, JTAC. Confirmed, just LB.
Copy, we'll deploy green smoke. Will be a little bit of a hot landing.
Ah, that's fine.
Shad with that,
Green smoke out.
98. Just hit JTAC in the leg.
Tally green.
So he has eyes on that green smoke, that's gonna be their LZ.
Tally.
And Infidel looks like he bled out. Alright.
Landing to your east.
Excellent.
Alright, stand by, Infidel, they're coming back now.
Alright, cool.
Mastermind.
Well, at least it didn't explode.
Great landing.
I blame Cook Bushes.
This is Pilot 2, stand by. We'll be there in 2 mics, hopefully. Taking off from base now. And like that, the fight continues. Beep beep. There it is. It's a cup one. We want to use an actual A3 vanilla one.
JTAC to secondary transport helicopter.
BRB. This is M-2. We will be there in about 60 seconds. Over.
Copy that. M-2 will throw green smoke on landing location.
A-firm. Belay last. I should have visual range in about 5 to 10. Over.
Copy.
JTAC. This is M2. Tally on green smoke.
Copy that.
So if he doesn't actually do the full land, I'll have to RC and get him in.
Beware of the trees.
On the Reaper 2-2, currently 63 Bravo at 19.
Like a what?
You guys comfortable with come up to left observation? That's right. That's it. Thanks so much.
Spike 130 close.
The pilots was Skelly and another guy. They came in too quick,
just-
close to one of those birds. I think Skelly just went in the pilot seat and took control, so cack.
700 for 15,000 is the right turn down. 301, March 17024, Angels 9, Victor Road 773, button 17.
Alright, Alpha, when you RTB, get everyone out. I've got a few notes. Some good, some bad, a neutral point, and we'll switch roles and get started with AO2.
Got it.
Alright, let's change up the game. So I still have this one BMP over here. I'm going to keep her going. But we're going to do Islamic State Militia this time. Because they can be a bit more dangerous.
463, 14,000 track north. Confirm ASFRAG, halfway, and guard check complete.
4, 5, 6.
Energy 1-1, green line copies, maintain before free exchange.
Now we hear both the Russian and the US comms because that MI-8 had Blue 4 comm radio for ambience. Alright. So I'm gonna get the first area garrisoned, and we'll go back into it.
Flight 4 equals bandits, nose 10 miles, slightly high, cold, additional bandit, right 4 o'clock, 15 miles, slightly high, cold as well. Flight 4, Spike 130 close. 2-1, disco, radar contact, bullseye, 18463, 14,000, track north. Confirm, ASFRAG, halfway, and guard check complete.
This is going to be their AO, so I'm going to have this first spot. Hold fire until they get in. Zeus.
Pulsar 1-1. 1-1 is descent, clock 1516.
Now we chill. Okay. Gonna try respawning to fix the ambient radio. Yep. Oh, nope, that didn't fix it. Oh well, I tried.
You positive feed up to left CFT Negative CFT is balanced. Did you do all the math already in terms of what you got versus what it's showing?
Oh, you can turn it off? I never knew that. Thank you, Ice. A lot of things in this game you don't know until someone tells you. You just figure it out of the blue.
I will admit, not my best moment of squad lead.
That's alright. Just gather around. I'll give some pointers for everybody.
Everyone's been informed.
Yeah, I did that to fix some ambient stuff.
Okay.
The tires
Oh my
on the
God.
helmet are painted tan on the
Double
tread.
ganger.
Why?
If you want to, Ice, you can rotate in.
That works.
Lcpl Liru is dead.
Yep.
No. Don't worry. I've returned his dog tags to his next of kin.
I love how that immediately followed with a gunshot. Anyway, let me go over some notes. So, first off, I want to go with just a neutral point that'll tie into my first negative point. So Infidel was the only person that died, but since he was a late joiner and I TP'd him in, I don't think anyone had the chance to kind of establish he was in the squad, and that way he was kind of an afterthought because there was no time for him to, you know, people to know he was with you guys. So we went on a rooftop and got shot by a tank. Speaking of, don't always peek the same corners that a tank is staring at, because it'll just shoot at you. I know the AI doesn't always behave like that, but it sometimes does, especially if a Zeus does RC with it. And I was just basically shooting at you if I saw your head, so just trying to give JTAC a juicy target, which it took Air a few runs to get, but eventually they lined her up right.
I'll see it.
Yeah. Smoke went over it the first time, so it made it a bit hard to see on that first pass. Positive point, though. I did like seeing I did RC a few guys and put them around corners and wait for you to poke your heads. People did the right thing in that regard. They, one of two things happened. Either they flanked me, or they popped a stun grenade in my eyes and shot me. So keep doing that. That was really good.
Were you the guy with the PKP?
I don't remember.
I've lost the mic.
I'm glitching through the wall.
So that's just an Arma thing. Again, I was in a tank, so I didn't see that properly, so I'll take fault for that. Other point I want to note, JTAC, if you want Air to specifically target a T-55, just tell them in the beginning, because I was listening to your call out on that last tank, and you just mentioned red smoke. You didn't mention what the target was specifically, so that could have saved you a bit of time. Yeah, exactly. They thought I was infantry.
The red smoke, and then I was like, oh, there's a tank there. Is that what you want me to hit? He's like, yeah.
Make sure you state the target, because otherwise Air's not going to know what you want.